The sun bled across the desert sky in strokes of burnt orange and red, sinking slowly behind the silent mesas that watched over the dying day like timeless stone guardians. On this land, rough, unyielding, carved by sun and war, walked a woman who carried more sorrow than supplies. Nalina, widow of the proud Apache warrior Taza, moved through the late evening heat with the steady, haunted grace of someone who had learned to endure everything yet expected nothing. Her feet were blistered, her braids dusty, her eyes hollow but sharp as a hawk's. In her arms she held the only piece of her old life the world had not taken from her, a carved wooden amulet Taza had made on the night he promised her the world would never break them, but the world had broken him and then broken her. Now there was only the trail, the wind, and the cowboy shadows that haunted the land she crossed in search of safety. She had not eaten in 2 days. Her canteen was empty. Her heart beat only because it refused to stop. When she finally collapsed near the border fence of a ranch she did not recognize, the dust around her seemed to rise as if trying to lift her back up again. Through blurred vision, she saw a silhouette step out of the shadows, a tall rancher, boots sinking softly in the sand, hat tipped low, hand resting near his holster though he did not draw. His voice came slow, careful, like someone speaking to a ghost. "Ma'am, you hurt?" She tried to answer, but only air escaped her cracked lips. When she woke again, she was inside a small cabin, wrapped in a blanket that smelled faintly of cedar and tobacco. A pot simmered on the stove. The rancher sat nearby, sharpening a knife but looking at her from the corner of his eye. His name, he told her when she managed to sit up, was Grant Callahan, owner of the land, keeper of his late father's cattle, and a man who spent more time talking to the open plains than to other people. She thanked him for saving her life, but gratitude tasted bitter when she had nothing left to give. For hours they exchanged words that were careful, cautious, circling one another like two wounded animals, unsure whether to trust or flee. Then came the moment that unraveled her. Grant asked, "Is there anyone out there looking for you? Someone I should send word to?" She froze. The fire crackled. A knot pulled tight in her chest. She stared at him as if he had unknowingly pulled open a wound she had fought so hard to keep stitched shut. "Do you?" Her voice trembled, breaking like dry leaves underfoot. "Do you want something from me too, rancher?" Her question hung in the air, like a shot that had missed its mark, but still echoed across the valley. For a moment Grant's breath caught, not because the question offended him, but because of how broken she sounded asking it, how certain she seemed that kindness always had a price, how deeply she believed she had nothing left except her fear. He set the knife down, slowly, carefully, as if any sudden movement might cause her to shatter. "No, ma'am," he said softly. "Not everyone who helps you wants to own a piece of you." But Nalina had heard those lies before, and the desert outside, quiet, shadowed, alive with the memories of her lost people, felt like it was listening too.